Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. More Blood and Plunder Commander coverage here as we round up the last few commanders that we missed on our first go-around. So we're working our way through the English commanders. Today we're taking a look at a very good one, and that is Benjamin Church. Now geared towards the English North American militia, right? So not geared towards any of the Caribbean forces. Can have the brace of pistols or the firelock musket and a standard melee weapon, so you got some really good options there. He is a 32 pointer, incidentally, so definitely on the upper end of the scale for commander costs, but he's pretty much worth it. He's really good. He has a superior 16-inch command range for you guys, so 32-inch bubble across the board, so we can definitely make use of that and occupy a decent size of the table without having to really keep guys close together for those commanders with a very weak command range. That range, too, kind of plays into the special abilities he has and kind of makes sense, which we'll get to in a second. Also has the excellent third command point, so we have plenty of points to spend each turn. Comes with 3 special rules and actually a force rule as well. So first of all, we're going to do this slightly out of order. He has mobile, which we haven't seen too much of, and it's another one of those rules where it's really a rule that then gives you a different special rule. So basically all units in his command range, again, very big command range, gain the quick special rule. So there's a motivation to kind of formulate your game plan, and also, I guess, depending on the mission though, but you can spread out enough, but try to stay within his command range, so that way you gain quick across the force and you're not paying any extra points for that. And what that does for us, we've seen it before, and really plays into ambush tactics, but or hit and run tactics. If this unit is activated with a spade card and is not engaged in melee, it may at any point during the activation make a free move. So you could basically use that to pop out of cover, shoot, and then use one of your actions to go back into cover and do your reloading and stuff like that. So really neat ability. So if we can game plan around having that and staying within his range, and then ideally just making use of when we get spades, we can really mess with the opponent. So ideally, we can sequence things to where we'll be able to get shots in range, and then make it harder for them to either see us or shoot us effectively. So really neat ability, but we got to stay in his command range. So then we get superior intelligence, which again we haven't seen that hardly ever. But it's a neat one too. It's a once per game, so we got to make sure we use it at the right time. But this is a neat one too. So once per game, the player can controlling this commander's force may discard all the activation cards in their hand and replace them with the same number without spending a fortune point. So we almost get like an extra fortune point, but with only one of the specific uses of the fortune point. So neat stuff there. And again, there will be a time in pretty much every game where the hand we draw for the turn is just not going to cut it for what we need right now. Doesn't mean it's necessarily outright bad in general, but just maybe bad for that turn, and we either need to get more actions for our forces or get a better chance at doing stuff earlier in the turn or whenever. But that is a neat ability to have, so something to hopefully turn a bad turn into a good turn and salvage something. And then last but not least, and this plays into really his superior command range and kind of the theme for him, very inspiring. So basically all friendly units within his command range, again, huge command range, may reroll failed rally tests. So if we're working on those, and also if we're doling out command points to order guys to rally, getting that free reroll out of that is fantastic. So again, a whole character really that's giving us a lot of great economy of actions here, right? If we can maximize the quick rule as much as possible throughout the game, right, all those free moves really do add up, because we can spend our actions on other more important things, like maybe moving back into cover, as we said, or just gaining superior positioning on the opponent in general, right? It doesn't always have to be about hit and run tactics, but also that frees up an action maybe for another reload, right? And if we can get more shots in throughout the game, ideally we should be doing more damage to the enemy as well. So really good stuff there. And then again, just free rerolls with the very inspiring is really, really good, right? And then finally, always fun when a character has a force modifier of some sort. So in this case, unorthodox force. The force may include Indian fighters, Native American warriors, and Native American warrior musketeers as core units. So he has his own special force, right? The North American militia, but then when it's also run by him as a leader, now we can bring in a whole nother wrinkle to that force and introduce some native units as core, no less, right? As core. So really we can completely change how the force plays to certain degrees, and really get some interesting effects. So definitely a formidable character to run up against. And if it's run by somebody who's really good, they can definitely make every use of him and get the max value out of him. Let us know, guys, if you've played Benjamin Church and how you've gone about your list and how you've fared in your games and what were some of your best matchups and maybe some of your worst matchups potentially. Hit us up in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll have more Blood and Plunder for you soon.